Have y'all seen
Mm-hmm.
Freevee?
Freebie,
Freevee
free,
is
free.
Oh
sneaking
yeah,
up
yeah,
out of
free. Yeah, yeah,
Freevee.
free.
Freevee. Hey, look, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, and this is the plot against the man. Freevee is everything Tubi should be. Like all of the black shit that we should
You
be watching is on
you
fucking
said that
Freevee.
before.
All the All right, well, I'm fucking repeating it,
No,
goddammit. All the black
I want
shit
you to
that
expound on
poisons
it a
us
little bit
is
because we
on
didn't really get
Tubi.
into it the last time you mentioned it.
What's happening? What's happening now? That's my mama. All of that shit is on Freebie. The mama, my baby got slept on by the local drug dealer. That's on Tubi. Like the shit that we should be watching as unifiedly as the diaspora. And I'm all for hood Reddit thottery because you need the yin and the yang, but we are focusing far too much on the yang.
The Yang.
Like we should
It's
be,
not a
we should
balance.
be, we
There's
should
no
home
balance.
base, we should home base from Freebie and venture into Tubi. Except we're doing the exact opposite. We're home basing in Tubi and don't even know about Freebie. Most of us. It wouldn't explore. What would we call it? Iconic television. I don't think most people today would even explore iconic television. I don't think retro. I think retro to them is just anything outside of their generation. It isn't
Yeah,
even far back reached enough to become retroactive,
I mean,
retrograding,
I mean,
any of the
well,
retro.
technically, retro is something outside of your generation, just preceding you. So, like, retro today would be Martin. Retro would be Living Single. Retro would be Jamie Foxx show, the Wayans brothers. Uh, My Wife and Kids. What
But
else?
retro is a little more than that. Retro is
Jubilee
the
show.
retro is a little bit more than that. Retro is the re-emergence of that. And I don't think that they are doing anything of Martin-esque. Like when we retroed, we actually start wearing afros and bell bottoms. I don't think they are retro. They just consider it retro because it's old to me.
What? Huh?
Retro is short for retroactive.
Yeah, I get that. The other
It's the
part you
active
said.
part that we should. What?
You said you think they don't do something now.
I don't think they pull from the '90s. I think they just consider it olden, so therefore retro. I don't think they pull from none of that, even though they may be remixing the music. I don't think they pull from baggy clothes. I don't think they pull from nothing of the shit that we did.
They do
I think
though.
they just, in what regard?
I think that they pull they you see motherfuckers walking around in the Bayside jerseys and shit like that. I mean, there's throwbacks, there's callbacks to shit of yesteryear. Is not a lot necessarily, and I don't think we might not have got back to baggy clothes yet because we're on the tight clothes trend. Let us not. That's not to say that baggy clothes won't come back. We just got out of them about 10 years ago. You talking about
That's my
shit
point.
like well, hold on, but we went to bell bottom boot cut type of shit 30 years after that craze had ended. You know what I'm saying? Or started
That's
rather.
what. That's what I'm. That's what I
But
said.
we ain't 30 years past most of that shit yet. We didn't in the '90s. We weren't wearing a bunch of baggy shit. That wasn't our thing. We weren't wearing triple X t-shirts in the '90s. That was a 2010s thing. In the '90s, we was wearing college sweatshirts. And if you see like now, currently, it's a bunch of college paraphernalia proliferating. It's a it's a it's an aesthetic that people do go to like that '90s vibe. It's more of a small type of niche group that would do some '90s shit that I would think. But there is that cult of people that pay that homage to that time. But in large part, you get the heritage shit now coming back around and stuff like that. Motherfuckers want to wear more Afrocentric, cultural, significant shit. They do that. They put it on their apparel. They put messages on their shit now, like we did back in the day. Fight the power. It'd be fists and all kinds of shit. Afro picks, but instead of wearing the Afro pick, they put the Afro pick on the earring and wear that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how the style emerged and to pay homage to that time today. Now it's gonna be some years from now to when we get to that baggy shit. I'm telling you, that 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 tall boy t-shirt shit, that was in the 2000s and something. If I'm if I'm remembering correctly, I could be wrong.
White tees and skater jeans, 2000. Baggy clothes been forever. White tees and skater jeans, specifically white tees and skater jeans. That's 2000s. We've been baggy clothes forever. But that's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking
Okay.
about the imagery, the aesthetic, any of that. Say for instance, what you're likening it to is people wearing boyfriend jeans. What I'm talking about is people wearing actual boyfriends jeans. I'm not talking about going to Levi and buying the boyfriend jeans that Levi distressed. I'm talking about women actually going and dating a truck driver so they could get those jeans earned, as you said earlier. They get them the way a nigga actually doing work on cars, ripping his jeans up, and that's how they got the boyfriend jeans. Like I'm talking
Yes,
about
I
no
don't.
no
I'm not plugged into that world enough to know that to be a thing where they would actually like I'll these are authentically from a truck driver or whatever. I don't know. I thought motherfuckers got shit from Goodwill and just did what they did. Look,
no. What those distressed jeans are from? They are have particular wear patterns from particular jobs. Like a nigga will do some shit over and over and over again. His boots, his jeans, they will wear in a particular fashion and in particular spots. Fashionistas or fashion forward companies then mimicked it by distressing those jeans,
hey fam,
aka
hey hey hey
boyfriend
hey hey,
jeans.
hey hey, fam. I feel like we're finna go down a rabbit hole of this how plumbers jeans look, and this is how mechanics jeans look, and this is how motherfucking car. I don't even want to have that conversation because I'm
Then
not gonna know.
stop.
I don't fucking know.
Then stop debating the shit that I'm saying. Then I will
That's
have
what I
to
was.
come back with rebuttal facts.
That's what I was
And
doing.
then
That's what I was doing. I was trying to
you said
stop
that's what I
debate.
was doing. You see what that is? That's a rebuttal debate. And then I would say to that, no, you weren't. You see?